I had a building inspector, code enforcement official come by the other day. Guy comes up to the property, starts taking pictures. I see him, and I've had problems with him before. Walked under the curb, I tell him, I say, hey, you're not coming on the lot. He's all, I'm going to go where I need to go to make sure I do my job. I'm like, oh, you know what? No, you're not. He's all, there's a city ordinance that says I can come on your property. And I looked at the guy, mentally dumbstruck. I'm thinking to myself, this guy must have never heard of the Fourth Amendment. Fourth Amendment gives you a right to property. You be secure from search and seizures. Be secure in your property, I should say, from search and seizures, unwarranted. And some code enforcement official walking up does certainly not have a warrant. And so I tell this dude, I was all, you know what? You can't come on the lot. I told him inside the Constitution, I said, you know what? You need a warrant to do that. He said, well, I'll do what I have to do. I was all, no, you won't. You can't come on the property. If you had a warrant, I wouldn't let you in the property. Call the fucking sheriff. I'm going to call the sheriff. And he starts walking down the lot line. I didn't call the sheriff at that point. I didn't think because he hadn't gotten the lot yet. But he starts walking down along the street edge, I'm walking along with this guy, side by side. As I'm walking along with this guy, I come to the mailbox, or dips out a little bit, and I walk around the mailbox. I get like 2-3 feet closer to him than I was before. He's like, hey, stop it, man. Go any closer to me. Stay 5 to 6 feet away. I'm like, oh, hold on. Did I threaten you physically? Have I ever threatened violence against you? All the problems I've had with you, I have never once been physical with you. Never once. And nor will I ever be, because I know the implications. I know it's exactly what you're hoping for. But right there, you see him creating the false pretense by trying to act this way, and hopefully somebody sees it like that. I'm threatening him when I walk around with a mailbox. An obstacle in my way. I'm just trying to stay up with at pace with him so he doesn't come to the lot. These people have gotten out of hand. This is not only just a fight for your right to property and your right to have it secure from illegal search and seizure. This is also goes beyond that. It goes to the right of somebody that makes less income having the ability to have the same things as a person that has higher income, like a roof over their heads. Let's say somebody poor has a piece of property, right? And they want to build a house in there, but they can't build the LED light that's in the bathroom, code compliant, insulation with a certain R value, a house that a person of means could. They can't afford that. So does that mean that they can't build a house? Oh, excuse me. If they own property, does that mean that they can't do that? Does that mean they don't have a right? The same person that has more money has the right to have? They don't have that right? It's classism. It's classist at the very base level. Saying that because you don't meet our standards, what we consider safe for you, you can't do that. Who are you to tell me what is safe enough for me? Since when did we assign the risk control, the risk management part of our lives to the government? That's preposterous. I'll decide what's too risky for me and what's not. I'll live with my consequences. Stay out of my life. But on top of all that, building permits, code enforcement, is extortion. It's absolutely 100% mob-style extortion. For the mob back in Boston, they came to a business and they had to pay. And they'd say, "Hey, you got to pay the protection money." And the shop owner, the first time this ever happened, I'm sure, was like, "Oh, protection from who? Who hates me?" No, that'll come smash your place up, or you maybe, if you don't pay after that. Well, you see, you're paying them to keep them from messing with you. So let me ask you this: is that not what the city is doing? If you don't pay them for a permit or something, they come out and mess with you. You paying them, keep them from messing with you. That's mob-style extortion. But government is sanctioned. Government is sanctioned thievery and theft. So think about this. If you don't want the government to keep doing what it's doing and impressing you, you gotta stop funding it. Don't pay these guys for permits. It only feeds the beast and gives them more of your money to waste. Say no. You have a right to property, a right to be free from search, seizure, and from them they tell you what to do with your property. We have a law here that says I have to have a car that can fit a garage that can fit 2 cars in it. Well, if I want to use my garage storage space, I can't do that? Oh. That was my garage. See? This whole game is a farce. An unconstitutional violation of our rights to make money for the system. And classist, discriminates against people of lesser means, and on top of all that, violates your constitutional rights to property. Have a good day, guys. Keep that in mind.